Hello everyone, what is up and welcome back to another video. I'm still trying to recover from the excitement of the Galaxy Unpacked event that just happened. A few hours ago. And as usual, this is another recap video of what happened throughout the event. If you've seen my Apple event recap videos, you guys would know how these videos usually go. So for those of you who don't know, I'll just be covering what happened in the event in just 10 to 15 minutes time. And of course, this is the first Galaxy Unpacked event that we are covering in our channel. Okay, so firstly, starting off with the countdown. So the countdown for this year's event was actually a mixture of all the countdowns for the previous year's event. I don't know if this is the case for all the previous years because I've never watched the Galaxy Unpacked event before, so I don't really know about it. If you guys know about it, leave in the comments below. I would also learn from you guys. Firstly, starting off, Samsung started off talking about the Samsung Global Goals app. I'm not really someone who uses that app, but it's been said that 200 million users have started using that app. Wow, that's really a lot. And after hearing this, I thought maybe I should also go and try out the app. I will definitely try that app out later. And now getting straight to the point, the first was the S22 and the S22 Plus. There were 4 colors: pink, gold, phantom white, phantom black and green. These were the 4 colors that are publicly available. And this here is a little weird. I do not know why, but Samsung actually released another 4 extra colors, but those are only available if you pre-order them from the Samsung Experience Store itself. So the 4 colors are cream, violet, sky blue, graphite. These are the 4 colors. Well, of course, definitely, I'm really so confused right now, like why they split it up. But well, yep, so be it. So the colors you guys are seeing it here, and honestly, the 4 extra colors definitely look better. I mean, if you want like a more colorful experience, you just go for the colors. But other than that, I guess if your carrier is giving you a discount, then I think you might just go for it. And talking about the design of the phone, is exactly the same as the S21. I mean, the outlook looks exactly the same, but it might be a bit thicker if I'm not wrong due to the slight camera upgrade. Okay, we'll come to that in a second. But first, let's continue with this. The same design overall, nothing new, nothing spectacular. So now onto the camera. The camera does have a few minor upgrades. Samsung said the camera is a pro grade camera. It has a 50 megapixel wide lens, 5 megapixel standard camera, 10 megapixel of telephoto with 3 times optical zoom. Of course, a 10 megapixel front facing camera. I don't know why, but Samsung didn't say it's a 4K camera. I'm really having trust issues because if you guys have seen my last video of 2021, that was shot on the S21 using the front facing camera and it was set 4K 60, but the camera quality was really bad. If you have seen that video, then you will know what I'm talking about. And continuing with this camera can shoot Super HDR. That does come with an asterisk because we gotta see about the battery life too, because this is an S22. And this phone definitely has OIS, optical image stabilization, and it has a 58% wider fraction angle. That's just basically a bigger sensor. And now the video image digital stabilization is taking in 4 times more data. That definitely will make an improvement, but we gotta see it when the phone comes out. And of course, portrait video. You now have portrait video in this phone. And the low light camera has also been improved. They just say improved, but of course, like everything, we gotta test it out for ourselves. But as usual, when they show it on the keynote, it did look impressive. And of course, there's also another epic portrait. This has stereo depth mapping. That just basically means you have more depth in your photos, so the details are more clearer, and it has smooth zoom. This year, Samsung has integrated with many companies, and a few of it is Snapchat, Instagram, and TikTok. Now, whenever you use the S22 phone, whichever phone you use it, you can now use your rear camera and take the photos. You can actually take it in the same resolution as what your rear camera can take. This is really huge. Whenever I post an Instagram post, my photos do get compromised. The quality of my photos do get compromised, but now with this, my photos don't, and I can post it in the exactly same quality as how I took it. And it definitely is one of my most favorite things of today's event. Next is Google Duo live sharing. Well, that's basically SharePlay. It's just basically SharePlay on iPhone or screen sharing on Zoom. So it's just a screen sharing on Google Duo. Nothing pretty fancy about it, just a basic screen sharing feature. And as for the storage of the phone, the S22 and the S22 Plus comes in 128 and 256 gigabytes of storage, and both with 8 gigabytes of RAM. Just 8 gigabytes, nothing more, nothing less. And the battery of the S22, 3700 mAh, and the S22 Plus is 4500 mAh. Those are really good battery lives, but of course we gotta see if this phone gets thicker, because I'm actually thinking that this phone will get thicker due to the S21 chassis holding such a big battery, a battery which is actually close to the Ultra's battery. So we gotta see. Predicting that the chassis will be bigger, but we gotta see. And of course, I don't have to say this, but I'll just say IP68 and water industry system. That's mandatory on all the phones nowadays, so isn't a big deal. Now here we go, S22 Ultra. I was actually freaking out on this phone because this one really got me excited. S22 Ultra. Four colors: Phantom Black, Phantom White, Burgundy, and Green. Well, Burgundy is just maroon. It looks more like the lilac purple of the S9 Plus and a bit of the bronze of the Note 10s. For me, it looks like it's a mix of both, but we gotta see when we get the hands on and all. And the big feature of the S22 is the Note line is officially dead. So Samsung has combined the Note and the S20 and the S22. And due to that, we now have S Pen support for the S series. S Pen for the S series. They sound better now. And this is actually a big thing for me because I have always wanted to use a S Pen and I didn't really have a chance to because I've been using S series all the way. So I didn't really have a chance to go to the Note series, and that was also partially due to me not wanting to leave the S series. Also, I just didn't want to break my streak of using the S series, but now I can finally get both. I can get the S Pen at the same time, not breaking the streak of using the S series phone. And I really can't wait to try out the S Pen. Really excited for that one. The screen is a 6.5-inch dynamic AMOLED display. It has adaptive brightness, and this has increased brightness of up to 1700 nits. Samsung's display are really one of the greatest displays, so we don't have to doubt the displays. The displays are definitely going to be as good as they always have been. This year, we get Vision Booster together with the screens. So Vision Booster is not a software update or anything. It's just inbuilt into the screen. This is just to improve image quality when you're under direct sunlight. That's what Vision Booster is. And the sensitivity of the S Pen has also been improved slightly. So if you're someone who's using a Note 20 and if you're planning to upgrade to the S22, then I guess you might get a better latency with the S Pen. They're just smoother ones. And the phone is actually rocking a 4nm processor. And as for heat dissipation, this phone has better heat dissipation due to the cooling system, due to the new cooling system. The cooling system has GelTim, GelTim, which is a nanomaterial and it is 3.5 times more efficient in heat transferring. And now that's just it for the components of the phone. Now we are on to the main part, which is the camera. Has an adaptive pixel, which means that if you take a photo, it takes multiple pictures using multiple pixels and it combines them into one picture. So you get a better and a clearer image, all thanks to image processing. And the camera has a 12 megapixel ultra wide lens and a 108 megapixel wide camera, a 10 megapixel telephoto camera with 10 times zoom, and another 10 megapixel telephoto. So we have two 10 megapixel telephoto, and the second one is having 3 times optical zoom. It's having optical zoom and not the actual zoom. And the 10x space zoom is back. I don't really have high hopes for this because in my S20 Ultra the space zoom was really crappy and it was pretty much useless. I think I only took like photos with it, and those 2 photos were just to test how the optical zoom is. Other than that, I didn't use the space zoom at all. The camera is now said to be having better image processing, so it's all AI, and this also had details enhancer, so you can now enhance your pictures and videos a little bit more. And this phone has nightography, which is basically just night mode. Samsung has been promoting this nightography a few times in their overall keynote. I'm having a gut feeling that maybe the night mode is gonna be something which is really special. And this phone has a 2.4 nanometer image sensor. It's not really a next level sensor because this is what usually Samsung phones usually come with. So I just say that there's nightography for night photos, but that is only for people. So what do you do if you want to take photos of objects? You gotta use night solutions. So this is just a different name, I think. I'm not really sure. So photography is for taking photo of people, and night solution is for objects. And all the rear camera has OIS, optical image stabilization, for clear and stable night videos. But night solutions is actually a little bit different. Nightography. Sorry, I couldn't get the name right. Night solution actually takes multiple layers of pictures and they combine it into one to give this one image. And due to the rear camera having OIS, we can now get even more stable night images. Not just videos, OIS helps in images too. And the feature that really got me excited was the auto frame rates for videos. Now when you're taking a video, your phone can now toggle the frame rates of the video depending on what's on this video. Well, this is okay. I'm okay with this new feature, but I just hope they give a toggle for us to just turn the 120 hertz on for just for professional video taking and all, because you know, sometimes I'm just sitting here and the camera might think that I am just doing nothing and the frame rates might drop, which is going to affect my video quality. And there's pro mode in all the lenses of the phone. This pro mode is not the pro mode on the S21 series. This is totally different. And just your color corrections and all that stuff, you can just toggle between them in this pro mode. So this is just basically for pro video taking and pro photography. You can change the exposure and everything. The Samsung did show them off, but by just looking at the keynote, I can say that this pro mode has a lot of features to be discovered and just to be tried on. So yeah, we shall see. Well, because this pro mode lets you manually control your camera, so you get manual control over exposure and just exposure, color control, color correction, flash and everything. You get manual control over them, which is really good. It's not that you get them every time. So most of the time it's just the phone doing the processing for you, but now you get manual control over your camera. And the camera lenses also have anti-reflective coating, so that you get clearer images and the light just won't reflect away from the camera. This is pretty basic. And there's also another feature in this camera, which is Expert RAW. So I think by just hearing this name, you guys would have figured it out. I guess it's just Pro RAW. So Pro RAW on the iPhone, and this is Expert RAW. Just the same stuff, but two different names because they are two different companies. So, well, I'm not judging this or anything, but we just gotta, but it just sounds more like it. After the camera, Samsung showed off the editing on this phone. Usually, I don't think anyone edits on their phone unless you're just editing a small thumbnail or you're editing like a shorts video. I don't think anyone else edits videos on their phone. Samsung was pushing on editing on their phones. They were trying to use the S Pen and just show how the editing, how you can edit on your phone. And to support this, we now have Adobe Lightroom on our phone. But I'm still concerned about the RAM management and how this app is going to hold up, because this is really a huge app and they're bringing it to a mobile version. That's firstly. And second is the RAM management and storage management. We want to see how much storage is it, and second of all, can we get the same quality of editing experience or just the overall edit in this phone. This phone has adaptive pixels too. Now onto the battery. This battery is a 5000 mAh battery with 45 watt super fast charging. This is where I was very disappointed because the leak stated that we might have a 75 watt or 80 watts charging for the S22 Ultra, but this was really disappointing to have a 45 watts. And as for the storage of this phone comes in 128 GB, 256 GB, 512 GB, and 1 TB. Yep, that's right. The leaks were true. 1 TB S22 Ultra. It's definitely gonna cost a lot. Probably 2 of your kidneys won't be enough. Get ready for that. And the 128 GB variant of this phone has 8 GB of RAM, and the rest 256, 512, and 1 TB all have 12 GB of RAM. I feel like the 1 TB should have gotten around 16 GB of RAM, but I don't know. I just feel like the 12 GB of RAM for the 1 TB phone isn't enough. Now we are done with the phones. Those were the highlights of the event, and we are done with that. Now onto the Samsung Galaxy Tab S8. Samsung Galaxy Tab S8 has a 3-way microphone that also just have better microphone quality in overall, and this has 30% lesser latency on the S Pen. But of course, this S Pen is different from the S Pen on the phones. Just don't confuse with that for some of you who don't know. And yep, and now Samsung Notes is now integrating with PowerPoint, OneNote, and Outlook. This is just to make the overall S Pen experience better. This reduce in latency and just integrating with one another, it just increase the users getting the S Pen basically, I think. Another thing that I saw was Samsung was also pushing on video editing on the Samsung tablet also, on the Samsung Galaxy Tab S8 also. So they were using a professional video editor like LumaFusion. So they were using it to show how you can just drag and drop footages inside. But I'm worried about the thermal issues and the RAM management. And this Samsung Galaxy Tab has a very important feature. And the Samsung Galaxy Tab S8 has a 4K front-facing camera with a Snapdragon 8 Gen 1 chip. This is the only device to come with a Snapdragon 8 Gen 1 chip, I mean officially as from Samsung. And this is a 128Hz refresh rate as usual, nothing new. But what's surprising is this tab comes with expandable storage. Gosh, I really miss expandable storage. And the Samsung Galaxy Tab S8 comes in 3 different variants with 3 different sizes. Normal Tab S8 comes in 11-inch, the S8 Plus comes in 12.4-inch, and the S8 Ultra comes in at a 14.16-inch. That's really close to the size of a MacBook screen. And if you pre-order now, you get a free keyboard cover case for free from Samsung. So if you guys are planning to get a tablet and if you guys are thinking to get it, so quickly think about it. And that's it for the Galaxy Tab. Now it's onto some all those minor small updates and bug fixes. So the first is YouTube Music and Play Store are now on the Apple Watch. Yep, you heard that right. But now you can just download apps onto your Galaxy Watch 4. And what I found that wasn't right on the Samsung keynote was that they were only promoting it with the Gear 4. They were only promoting it with the Samsung Galaxy Watch 4 and not with any other watch. So I'm having a feeling that maybe these features would only come to the Watch 4 and not to my Watch 3. I don't know. So I don't know. Let's see. We have to see. Hopefully they come. Hopefully the feature comes. If not, I guess I'm just stuck with this. Yep. And we do have new watch faces. A few new watch faces. Those were not really a huge leap or anything. They were just new watch faces, nothing much. And Samsung Wallet has now become officially Apple Wallet. Yep. So Samsung Wallet is just Apple Wallet. It's just a different naming and just it's basically a copy my homework, but just change a little bit so you don't get copied so that you don't get caught that kind of situation. So it's just basically Apple Wallet. I don't think I have to explain it to you guys. But what's the other feature that Apple Wallet doesn't have, which Samsung has, is cryptocurrency. In Samsung Wallet, you can store your cryptocurrencies inside, which you can't do on Apple Wallet. And after that came One UI 4, which I don't want to really talk about in this video. I think One UI 4 would be for another video because software, is just meh, So it's just now this was just Samsung bragging about their environmental impacts that they have reduced. So Samsung say they are planning to reduce the environmental impact soon, and they also stated that fishing nets were used to make a few components of the S22. So that was what I really liked. So Samsung actually fished out fishing nets, those that were littered or polluted or accidentally left there. So they collected it and they made them into components for the S22. This is really what I like. This is really saving the environment. And the boxes of the phone are now made with 100% recycled paper, and mostly they are always printed with saw ink, so that's better, because mostly Samsung phone boxes are printed with saw ink, so that's better. And the last but not the least was the software update. So Samsung now promises 4 years of software update for your phone. So if you got a phone this year, then you don't have to get a new phone for like the next 4 years. You'll keep getting new features and new updates, and of course even after 4 years you will keep getting patch updates for once in a while, so that's good. But of course your phone has to last till then. Usually Samsung phones die within a year, so that's really common. So I don't know how many people will use the phone for 4 years straight, especially a Samsung phone for 4 years straight. I don't think an Android phone can last that long. But yeah, let's see if this plan goes to waste or if this actually makes any difference. We're gonna see. And yep, that's the recap of the Galaxy Unpacked event, February 2022. The event was really interesting one. Definitely the phones release were the most exciting one for me, basically. And of course, I will definitely be pre-ordering the phones. Do wait for the video. It will be out very soon. I'm waiting to pre-order, but my carrier hasn't opened it up. Yep, I'm buying it from my carrier because I don't want to get it from Samsung store, because I actually tried doing the trade-in, but the trade-in value for my S21 here was only around $600. And this phone is just brand new. I just got it 2 months ago, like I told you guys in this video. Just got it 2 months ago, so I'm getting it through my carrier, but I gotta wait for them to open the pre-order before I can pre-order it. That video will definitely be coming out in a while. Do stay tuned for that. And yeah guys, that's basically it for this video, and I really hope you guys like my videos. If you guys like my video, do remember to click the like button to let me know that this video was actually helpful to you, or this video was entertaining to you. And so yeah guys, that's been it. Do remember to click the like button, do remember to subscribe to this channel, and do leave your comments below if you have any. With that, thanks so much for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one, which is today. Yep, in a few hours more. Yep. Okay, bye bye.